welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're talking about another hot stock that was at $300 when it launched in 2018. Stock has come down a lot from there. It's literally at $5 right now, and it could potentially go to $4 again. It was at $4 a few days ago. But the point is that why is the stock coming down and whether this is the opportunity. See, the problem is a lot of folks invest in a company when the stock is already at the peak level. But the idea should be you should be able to invest in a company when it's down and you know there are potentials. And we're going to look at different aspects of the stock, right? As usual, what I do is I cover the balance sheet, cash flow, and see what the market cap is and what the average shares are traded for the company, and see if they have good news on a stock that eventually will cause the stock to go up, right? So let's talk about the company. It's the Tilray. It's TLRY is the ticker. The company is Tilray. It's the biggest Canadian cannabis company. All right. It does trade on NASDAQ, which is the good news for U.S. members. We can, trade in NASDAQ. The market cap for the company is $2.69 billion. It's a huge company, right? 52-week average. The highest they went is $23. The lowest they got is $4.78, which we just saw a few days ago. And EPS is negative 0.73, which means they're not being profitable at the moment. And the average volume, the shares that are traded, about 33 million. And as of close of today, it was 29 million. So it's a good large company, okay? Balance sheet, they have a lot of, everything is by 1,000. So if you see 6 million, that's actually 6 billion. So they have 6 billion in assets, 1.5 billion in, liabilities. And the stockholders' equity is 4.4 billion. It's a very large company, right? And their operations on the cash flow, currently they're not being profitable. It's a little higher than what they had in 2021. The trailing cash flow is saying that they're almost there at negative 148 million, which is a lot more worse than they were 2020. And investing is they recently had a merger with Aferia, another company, and which is why you see the investing cash flow, which should be down because that is your expenses if you see in 2020, but they're up 332 million. That's because they had a merger, so the two companies come together, and that's why you don't see the expenses, and that's why it's a positive number. As far as the financing cash flow is concerned, that is how much money have they raised from stocks. It's negative 96 million, which means that they weren't able to make a lot of money off of the stocks, and the stock price has declined. As you see, the market value has declined, so that's why you see that negative number. As far as the end cash position is concerned, they have about 298,000 on hand. And as far as the institutional banks are holdings for this stock, it's about 13.90%, almost 14%, and 160 of these firms they are holding on to 21 million shares for this company, and 165 sold out of their position, about 7.9 million. Now, there's far more greater number as to how many positions they're holding, and very new positions that got in about 9.4 million, and they sold out of 2.1 million. So which means the institutional banks are also loading up on the stock because, look, the stock at the end of the day, it's currently underperforming right now. As far as the analysts from these different firms, as you see the list of different firms analysts, they say it's a buy. They think the lowest it could get to is 4.5, which we already saw. And 8.85 should be the average, and 17 the highest it could get in 2021. Again, these are just speculations. Nobody can predict the future, and nobody should be trading just because of these analyst reviews, okay? You should always be looking at different indicators that could give you an idea how much of the stock worth. And as far as the short interest, is a little higher. It's not too low. It's in the middle, which means that on a given day you can see 50% growth organic and 50% shorting. Almost, I wouldn't say 50%. I would say it about 35 to 30% is being shorted. Okay, it's 14%. It's a really high number. So right now, whatever shorting happened, they have 3.28. They have about 3.5 days to cover the shorts. Okay, let's look at the stock itself. Right, the stock, the highest it got in last few months is $7.73. The lowest it got is $4.81. Now, if you see the exponential moving average, which is the blue line, is the 13 period, and the 48 period is the brown line, and the 200 period is the red line, all indicating the stock is shifting downwards. And I think it's sort of coming down, and I think it might hit that the bottom again, $4.15. But the good thing is it's going to bounce back again just the way it bounced from here and went all the way up to $9.08. Potentially it could go here, and then again it could bounce back to the levels again. Nothing is a financial advice, but I would definitely add this stock to the watch list. Their CEO is speculating by 2023 or 2024 they will have, their stock is going to be very adequate levels. But again, that's, CEO just sort of confirming his companies that they're going to do better. But looking at the balance sheet and the cash flow and the market cap for the company, and there's a lot of retail investors involved in this. And also another factor that cannabis is legal now in the US. I think all these cannabis stocks will grow eventually when, there are going to be more understanding on, how the stock is going to play out, how the company is going to expand locally and things like that. So I would definitely add this to the watch list. I did add it to my watch list as well. As you see, is my watch list. I have a lot of stocks in my watch list, and some I trade and some I just add them and see how they behave, and then I put my money in it. But I would definitely add this to watch list. I'm going to watch for it to go down to the, $4 levels and see maybe I could play it. And if you're in for example, on a different platform other than Robinhood, you can actually short stocks yourself as well. If you want to, you can make money either way, going up or going down. If you're in Robinhood, the only option you could do really is do options, and you could always bet against, if the stock is going to go down or go up. And if you know these levels, if you see the stock is going down and, you can see a support and you can think that is going to hit that support, you could always play options and buy a put. And again, none of this is financial advice. I just wanted to bring this quick video to you. Hope you guys liked it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I release video every day, and I find all these good stocks that I see there are potential, and they're currently low. Market is low in general. There's nothing you can do about that. There's a lot of fear. One day the market is having a good day, the other day is dropping tremendously, is because there's a lot of different aspects that are driving the market right now. You have Fed rates, recession, fear mongering around. So, everything right now, everything seems like, is going to go down. Like you feel like, okay, whatever stock you look into is keep going down. That's how the market is going right now. But the thing is, I would say only invest money that you can afford to lose. Okay. But I think at the end of the day, buying low, selling high should be the ultimate goal here. And then we should be seeing how the company's performing overall in terms of the balance sheet, cash flow, their operations. Are they being successful in operations? Are they not successful? And what is causing their operations to go down? What are they forecasting? Like what are the plans for the company to move forward? And they have good plans as they're merging with different companies, and I potentially could see this company grow within 15 to 20% this year. But again, add it to your watch list. Please watch how the stock does, and hopefully we'll be able to make some money. Hope you guys like this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you.